Hi everyone, Charles here, and tonight I'm going to be showing you my top 20 albums from 2025. It was another great year for new music. There were 46 albums, new albums in my long list, and cutting it down to just 20 was very hard. So all of these albums are great. It's a funny thing, coming up with this list because some albums have been released very recently, so you've only listened to them just a few times. It's not really, you don't know how this list is going to age in the end, but after a first impression, these are my top 20 from this year. At number 20, we have Doves with Consolations for the Lonely. This is a fantastic album by Doves. It's their fifth studio album. This is a band that can do no wrong for me. Every album I've had from Doves, I've been a fan since their second album came out, the last broadcast, which is another fantastic album. But every album of them is just quality, and this is a dark album, darker than than usual for them. I know that their bassist and singer Jimmy Goodwin had to go through some mental health issues, so he didn't tour this one. It was just Jess and Andy Williams during this one. So it's a probably a difficult one for them, but definitely worth checking out. If I think most of you would know about Doves, but if you don't, check this out in their back catalog. It's a fantastic album. At number 19, we have the Royston Club with Songs for the Spine. This is the second album by the Welsh band, the Royston Club. They are a fantastic young band. I don't have the vinyl yet. I ordered it a while ago, and it's at my mate's gym in Glasgow, waiting until we meet again so he can give it to me. So I have here their debut album, Shaking Hips and Chasing Cars. This was their this was my second favorite album of 2023, and funny about what I just mentioned before. How things age, how your choices age with time. This one still in my top. I listen to it constantly. It's a fantastic album. Their new album is just as great. So check them out. This is a young band from Wales again, the Royston Club, and I'm gonna show you their picture of their second album, Songs for the Spine. It's a fantastic album again. So check them out if you can. At number 18, we have Rum Club from Liverpool with their fifth studio album, Buck. Again, I don't have the vinyl yet. I ordered it and it's at my mate Jim's. And Buck is just another fantastic album. We have a catalog full of gems by Red Rum Club. They are a young band from Liverpool. Amazing to think they already have 5 albums out, being so young, but they're so talented. Buck sounds has a lot of influence from America. They've been touring America quite a lot over the past few years, and you can hear that in the evolution of their sound. Here I have their previous album, Western Approaches, which was another fantastic album. All the albums in the Red Room catalog are highly recommended by me, so check them out and check out Buck. Again, a great album at number 18. At number 17, from Birmingham, we have The Assist with their second album, Disconnections. Again, a fantastic album. Their debut a couple of years ago was great by The Assist. They're very underrated. I mean, not really known outside of Birmingham or the UK, I believe, but they are a fantastic young band. You should really check them out. Um, Indie rock at its best right now. So The Assist with Disconnections at number 17. Check them out if you can. At number 16, we have Suede with Antidepressants. This is Suede's 10th studio album, and it's a fantastic album. It's typical Suede, well, this is the American version. As you can see, it says the London Suede, I think, for rights, copyrights or something. And they have a different name in America. This is supposed to be intended to be their second in a trilogy of black and white albums, which began with Out of Fiction, which was their previous one. And again, it's just fantastic album. They can do no wrong in my book, and they can go from strength to strength since their return a few years back. At number 15, we have the Lathums with Matter Does Not Define. Another winner by them. This is another great young band from Wigan in the UK, and this is their third album. Every album they've released has been fantastic. So again, I highly recommend you check them out. Um, just a great young band, fantastic lyrics, fantastic melodies. Really recommended the Lathams. At number 14, we have Curtis Harding with Departures and Arrivals, Adventures of Captain Kirk. This is a great soul album. Curtis Harding is a fantastic soul singer, one of the finest, I think, of the past decade. I don't know if it's well known. I think he has a good following, but he should be huge. And this one's just right in line with his all his previous albums. His fourth. So check if you like old style soul, and good R&B. Curtis Harding is a man to check out for sure. At number 13, we have Rianne Downey with Consequence of Love. Again, that album has not arrived yet here in Ecuador. I have it and I've ordered it, and I think my mate Steve has it in Liverpool for me. And until then, I'm showing you here the picture of it. But Rianne Downey that's her debut album, and she's just a treasure. She's somebody everyone should check out. She's from Scotland, and she sings a beautiful mix of I would say country mixed with folk rock. Very, very voice of an angel, and she's just lovely. I got a chance to meet her. We got a chance to meet her this earlier this year after a shack gig in Manchester that we were able to attend, and she was outside of the gig, and she was just lovely. Rianne has this is I have here her mini album. I would say it's a early compilation she came out with from her early singles, which is just beautiful. It's called Method to My Madness. Check it out if you can. And if you think you know her, you're not sure where from, Rianne. After Paul Heaton and Paul and Jackie Abbott were touring, Jackie had to pull out because of personal reasons, and Paul decided to replace Jackie, and he chose Rianne for it. So in his Paul Heaton's last album, there might be several. You can see right here. That's Rianne Downey right there. Sorry, there you go. So that's Rianne right there as well. She's been touring with Paul Heaton and doing a fantastic job filling in for Jackie. But apart from them, she's a fantastic singer songwriter of her own right. So check out again. I'm going to show you the picture now. Consequence of Love by Rianne Downey, number 13. It's a must. You have to check it out if you can. At number 12, we had the Cutlass Kings with From a Distant Place. This is it. The Cutlass Kings are a band from Birmingham. I am sorry, I don't know much about them except that this is a fantastic album. It's released on Ronan Records, which is the same label that has the Coral. So and Royston Club, I believe, yeah, as well. So it's a great label, and these guys are just fantastic. I remember James Kelly from the Coral recommended them in Twitter, I believe. So I gave them a listen and was just blown away by it. Just get this album, just listen to the first two tracks, Big Dreams and At the Borderline, and you're going to see what I mean. At number 11, we have Young Gun Silver Fox with their fifth album, Pleasure. Young Gun Silver Fox are a fantastic duo, London-based duo comprised of Andy Platts, who's also the lead singer of the band Mama's Gone, a fantastic soul band, and Sean Lee. They make this fantastic album. All their albums are great. Somebody called them yacht rock, whatever that means. I know it's a it's a it's a term used, but for me it's just soul music. It's just fantastic soul music, with a bit of an 80s feeling, if you may, but or maybe 70s, I mean funky a little bit too. Just fantastic. If you want to play something in the sun, and enjoy it, you can never go wrong with Young Gun Silver Fox, and this album, Pleasure the Fifth, it's another winner by them. At number 10, we have Circle Waves with their sixth studio album, Death and Love. This is it. This is a double album. They came out with the first part one, Death and Love Part 1 at the early in the year. I remember I was being very persistent online, asking, posting about it, when is the vinyl coming out, and kind of replied. Finally, they announced part two, and the vinyl release as a double album. It's fantastic, strong from start to finish. Every album by Circle Waves, this Liverpool band, are very consistent. They're very good. All their albums I enjoy, and this one is not an exception, and a double one. So really check them out if you can. This is a great place to start, where you can go, from their debut forward. At number 9, we have Pulp with More. Um, this is the first Pulp album in 24 years, and the first one since the passing of Steve Mackey back in 2023. This is their eighth studio album, and again, Jarvis and company, they don't miss a beat. This is a fantastic album. I've seen it top a lot of best of the year list, and rightly so. It's a fantastic album. Really, really recommend you check them out. I think everybody knows Pulp, but if you don't, you have to. And this album, it's right up there with their best work. At number eight, we have Margo Price with Hard Headed Woman. This is Margo's fifth album. Margo is a Nashville based singer, and she's a fantastic country singer. I have a soft spot for country music always. And the past few years, there's been a lot of new young country singers, country artists that have made a good impact. Zach Bryan, Chris Stapleton, Circle Simpson, Maggie Antone, and Margot is right up there for me. She's very consistent. Every album she's released, I've liked. I have all of them, and really, if you have a sweet spot for like me for country music, Margot Price is one you definitely have to check out. At number seven, we have Paul Weller with Fine El Dorado. This is Paul's 18th solo studio album, not counting the Jam or the Sound Council, and it's his second album of covers after he did Studio 150 back in the early 2000s. So it's another great album by Paul. You know how much I love Paul, and this is no exception. This was produced and recorded with Steve Craddock. It's really a collaboration between Paul and Steve Craddock mostly, and there's some really really hard to find gems, I would say here. Songs that are not really popular, really, hidden gems that Paul found and he wanted to cover, and some great versions here. Highly recommend you check it out. At number six, we have Jason Isbell with Foxes in the Snow. This is Jason's 10th studio album, but it's his first solo acoustic album. It's just him and a guitar here. This is a very personal album. I liked it a lot since the first moment I listened to it. It's a very personal album. It comes on the heels of his divorce from his wife Amanda Shire. So it's a beautiful album. I really recommend you listen to it. It's very folky, and personal, like I said. At number five, we have Van Morrison with Remembering Now. This is Van's, hold on, 47th studio album. The man is as prolific as he can be. And it's Van's first album of new material after a few years. He released two straight albums of covers. So this was a very welcome addition to his discography. It's a fantastic album from start to finish. I absolutely loved it since the moment it came out. Very soulful. I think it's Van's best work, probably of the new century, if not from at least in the past 20 years. So really just check it out. It includes the song Down to Joy, which was nominated for an Oscar a few years back for the movie Belfast. And again, it's just a winner from Ban, and really everyone should check it out. Number four, we have the Rions with Everything Every Single Day. The Rions are a fantastic young band from Australia. This is their debut album. Again, it hasn't arrived yet. It's only been released in December, at least in the US, so I pre ordered it a long time ago. I'm waiting for it to arrive. But I just been listening to it nonstop. It's a fantastic album. I've been a fan of the Ryans for over a year now. My mate Patty recommended their early singles and EPs, and they've been great since the start. So I really recommend you check them out. I think they're going to be huge. This is their debut album again. I'm going to put the picture up. The Ryans, Everything Every Single Day. Check them out. It's really, really good album. At number three, we have Royal Otis with Hickey. Hickey is their second album. I'm going to leave the picture of the album again for a little bit because this is the version that I got. This is a Amazon exclusive version. They did a bunch of different artwork covers. So, but if you look for them in Spotify or any streaming services, you're gonna find the picture that I showed before. I'm pretty new to Royal Otis, but I've been hooked on them since I started listening to them a few months back. They are fantastic. All their output. This is their second album, like I said. Their first album is great too, and their early EPs and singles are fantastic. But this album, I just can't stop listening. If you give me more time, if it wasn't December already, it will probably climb higher on my list because it's just a very chilled album, very easy to listen to. It works fantastic as a whole, and the singles are great too. So the Australian band, another ones to watch. Royal Otis, check them out if you can. At number two, we have Stone Foundation with the revival of Survival. This is their 11th studio album. And if you know me, you know how much I love Stone Foundation. To me, they're the finest soul band in the world right now. They have been for a while, and they probably will continue to be because they're just amazing. And this album is one of their finest, and they have a lot of great ones in their catalog. I urge you to check Stone Foundation out. Great starting point, the revival of Survivor or any album from the past, I would say 10 years from them are just amazing. So check them out if you like soul music. This is perfect for, having guests in the house and just wanted to chill. Fantastic album. And finally, at number one, we have Sam Fender with People Watching. This is Sam's third studio album. It's his finest, in my opinion. I've been a fan of Sam since the beginning, but this album, since it came out, I think it came out in January. I was actually talking to my mate Steve and Jim the other day about our top albums, and Steve said, the fact that it was released in January probably helped it a lot because we've been listening to it a lot more than other albums. It might help, but the truth is the music is just amazing. Every song in this album is a winner. I know the lead single, People Watching, the title track, gets a lot of attention, and Sam's played it a lot, and it is an amazing track, one of my favorites of the year. But beyond that track, every single track is a winner. Nostalgia's Lie, Remembering My Name, Rain Me In, the song that he recently did a duo with Olivia Dean. It's just a great album, all of it. Uh, a bunch of covers came out of this one as well. This is I think it's a Spotify first. I also got, and he's just released a new deluxe version with B-sides and other things in it, including the Olivia Dean duo. You gotta check them out. Check it out. It's a great album. Definitely my favorite of the year, and one I think is gonna be aging really really well. So those are my choices for top 20 albums of the year. I hope you like them. I hope, as always, that you discover something new in them and maybe find a little new gem for your collection. Let me know in the comments, what you think. Which ones am I missing? Which ones would you choose? Any comments are welcome. And please give it a like and subscribe if you like it. And let me know what other kind of content you want me doing videos of. Thank you very much.